Hello, everyone. This is the Shenanigamers Podcast. I am your host today, Frank. Joining us today is...
Hello. Phil here.
Captain Sleepyhead, apparently.
They're a little late there, buddy. Also, here's me, Mark.
I'm Felix.
And Cody.
All right, guys. This is our fourth
You
episode.
introduce yourself?
Oh, my name is Frank, by the way.
Yes,
which
you
I did
did.
twice.
Oh my god.
We've been doing
You
this
gotta psych 'em out.
two episodes in a row. So yeah, guys, today is our fourth episode. We've been doing this for about a month already. I know we started on the fast run, but we forgot to do like our origin stories.
Yes. Us as weed lads.
We
right, who-
planned to and just skipped right over it.
Yeah. So, a little backstory. We tried doing something like this. Well, not try. More like plan something like this 7 years ago.
7 years in the making.
So, I think it was our sophomore year. Frank, you were a year like
My junior,
older than us.
I think it was like my junior, senior year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we basically were like, oh, we should do like a Halo Machinima series or something. And then we were all like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then we never really did it.
Yeah, we had the whole story planned out and everything. We had characters, we had names, we
Yeah.
had plot points, and
Yeah,
everything.
we had like a whole storyboard basically, and we just never jumped on the opportunity or anything.
Never.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't have any of the right equipment
No,
at
not
all.
at all.
But it was just funny.
Yeah. So like how we all started was I met Mark, me and Mark did wrestling and then we had a whole group, and then me and Mark were the group, and then Mark had his other group with Felix, Cody, and Phil.
Yeah. Because I met Phil my 6th grade year. We were on the bus heading to school, and then I hear like a game soundtrack.
A
Well,
familiar soundtrack.
Yeah, because I had the PS2 version of this game, and it was Marvel Nemesis. It was like their version of like a fighting game. And then I heard Phil playing it, and I was like, "Hey, you playing Marvel Nemesis?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Can I watch?" Boom. That's how we became friends. We've been friends like for 12 years
First
now.
of all, he just came up to me like a weird kid and he sat next to me and he's like, "Hey, you playing Marvel Nemesis?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's
Yeah,
like,
Phil's been the same Phil since I met him.
Yeah, I can attest to Mark used to be a weird kid back in middle school.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, you want to play?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And then Felix, I met Felix the same year. He was wearing a Halo Reach shirt, PE, Mr. Reynolds' class, and I was like, "Oh, I like your shirt." And Felix looked down at me because I was hella short. He's like, "Oh yeah, I like the shirt too." I was like, "Oh, you play a lot of Halo?" And he's like, "Hell yeah, I do."
My favorite game.
Yeah, exactly.
play
Word for
Halo?
word. He's like, "Hell yeah, it's my favorite game. Do you play Halo?" And then yeah, we just started talking about Halo, and then there it was.
We just became friends. We
Yeah.
started hanging out
Yeah.
every day after middle school. 3 years.
Then high school.
And then moved on to high school.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there. I just didn't know you guys.
Yeah, and apparently Cody was
Cody
there
was
in
there
South Valley,
somewhere in
but
the
he was just
background.
being a ghost.
I was there getting bullied because one day I didn't shower and I kind of smelled when I came to school. Like the little sweaty loser that I am. And then ever since then, it kind of became a thing. So I moved schools
Yeah,
after that.
that moved on in high school. Cody, every time I was over at his house, he would put on hell axe because he had a whole thing about I don't want to smell anymore.
Yeah, I was very self-conscious.
I hated
It was
smell of
traumatizing.
Axe was so bad.
Hey, that was our teenage years. It was just either
I mean-
Axe or what is that other one?
I'll just say we were all
Old Spice.
Yeah.
like teenagers, so obviously we're gonna smell.
Hmm. And then when I met Cody for real, it was high school orientation.
No, it was Link Crew.
That was orientation.
Oh,
Yeah, because I was forced to go, and I think
Yeah.
you were too. And we ended up being put in the same group together, and we were both like just weird, awkward kids, and we were just sitting there like, He's like, hey. Well, we just spent the whole day together at orientation.
Was there any
There's a-
gaming
Yeah, it was like
influence?
play Assassin's Creed. He's like, yeah, I like Assassin's Creed. It's my favorite. Yeah, I was like, I play it too. Assassin's Creed too, huh?
I like
Yeah,
how
it's the
all of
best.
us became friends because of video games.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, me and Frank, we did wrestling, but then it kind of went into gaming.
Yeah, I went to gaming, and then when we did gaming, then that's when I met Felix and Cody too.
Well, we met
Yeah.
in chemistry class.
Oh yeah, chemistry class.
Yeah.
That was when.
Oh,
we
really?
met.
I didn't
that
know
shit was
that. Yeah.
fucking fun,
It
dude.
was fun.
I got nothing done. That was my sophomore year. That's when I was like not showing up to school. But I always look forward to going to chemistry class because
Wasn't it that cool chemistry teacher?
Mr.
yeah,
Jackson.
Mr. Shuck.
Yeah.
Um,
Or who?
Mr. Shuck.
Mr.
Shuck?
Shuck.
The one that
Yeah.
blew up the pumpkin, right?
That was Mr. Jackson.
Someone did it. He like went from Gilroy to Christopher, right?
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
But yeah, and then our friend Lauren was there too.
Oh yeah.
So I would always look forward to going to chemistry class just to chill with those two.
You saw where that was the year GTA ruined.
Yeah, that was the
Your
year that
career.
GTA 5 ruined my life.
Oh man. Yeah, wasn't that the year that you just vanished for like 3 months when GTA came out? Not 3 months,
Because
but
he- because he
okay,
showed
it
up for
wasn't
the first
when
semester.
GTA came out. Okay. It was a little bit before, during, and after it came out. But most of that was just because I'm depressed. And
Jesus Christ.
no, I'm being honest. Like
Depression awareness podcast today.
yeah, but that's mostly the reason why.
No, I remember when GTA came out, where Cody was talking all about it. He was like, "Yeah, I can't wait to play it," and then comes out, and we go to school the next day. I'm like, "Oh, where's Cody? Cody's not here." And we go the next day again. Oh, Cody's still not here. And the next day, Cody finally shows up. He's like, "Cody, where the hell you been?" He's like, "I was playing GTA. I stayed up all night the past 3 days."
Oh yeah, I stayed up
I
for
was
like
like,
2 days playing the game.
I was like, "Well, what?" He was like, "Yeah, I just want to do like one more mission." I kept telling myself, "One more mission, one more mission." I turned to like 30. I'm like halfway through the game. I'm like, "God, it's awesome." I was like, "Cody, go to bed."
Back then,
video
that's when
game.
we were able to do that kind of stuff where we could stay up for like 2 nights in a row and just be like,
Mhm.
show up the next day and be like, yeah, that was awesome. I'm fine. Now we stay up past like 4 a.m. We're all like,
Mhm.
like
That's the latest lately
dysfunctioning.
we've been up.
Yeah.
I have that quarter century weight. I'm gonna be bearing down my shoulders pretty soon.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, and then like from there, I think Phil was kind of late to the group. Like when we all started just like getting to know each other, I think Phil was the last one.
I think it was my sophomore year. That's
Well, yeah, that was all of our sophomore year when we like started gaming together. But it was just like, because me and Phil, like after 6th grade, I think after 7th grade, like we just didn't talk until sophomore year.
we departed for a little bit.
Yeah, but then like I remember seeing him in my sophomore year, and I was like, I think he was walking with you.
I remember him coming in the group at the end of the.
Yeah, he
sophomore
was
semester.
walking with someone, and
year.
it was like after school, and I looked at him. I was like, "Oh, hey, Phil, how you doing?" And he was like, "I'm good." You know, Phil answered, "Just I'm good.
I think it was me because I was like, "You guys know
Yeah.
each other."
I'm fine." And then I was like, "Oh, Phil, yeah, I think it was you because you two were, I think, in that one class together. You guys had a shared class.
We had one shared class.
I can't remember what it was.
Digital design.
Yeah,
Digital
something
design,
like
yeah.
that. And I was like, "Hey, Phil," and then I saw you, and I was like, "Oh, hey, Felix." I was like, "Oh, you guys have class?" And you're like, "Yeah." And then I was like, "Oh, cool." And then you're like, "How do you know him?" I was like, "Oh, back in 6th grade." And then I was like, "Hey, Phil, you still playing Halo?" And he was like, "Yeah, I love Halo. You know that." And I was like, "Oh, dude, you should get online sometime." And he's like, "Get online?"
Yeah, play with us.
I was like, "Play with us." And that's when he used to be, what was your name? Phil Ty?
Yeah.
Phil Ty.
Oh my
Legendary
god.
Phil Ty.
Yeah, that legendary Phil Ty.
I messed up my gamer tag.
What did you guys call him, Phil Tag?
That was his original
That was-
gamer
that was his
tag.
gamer tag.
Yeah,
Well, that was his original like account, and then he got locked out of it.
I forgot my password.
Why were you thinking about that?
Because he wanted to put Phil it.
Yeah.
Because his name's Phil, he wanted to put Phil it. And he messed up and put Phil Ty.
Yeah.
Because a long time ago, one of my mom's boyfriends called me Philip because I had a shirt that had Philip on it, and a letter got burnt off, and it looked like it said Philip. So he used to call. So he used to, Philip Phil.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what he used to say.
It's a new one. Fill it, Phil.
Phil.
Yeah, but I remember because I was like, almost through our junior year. I'm like, "Hey, Phil, why is your name Phil Ty?" I just noticed that. He's like, "Yeah, I messed up when spelling it."
No, until you pointed it out, I didn't even know.
Really?
Yeah. I swear.
Phil's living his whole life thinking he's Phil it. Then Felix comes around and is like, "Hey, why is it Phil Ty?" And then Phil's mind almost explodes.
At least you had your name down. Cody was on the
Cody,
search.
Cody, you changed your name like 15 times already.
I was on an epic quest to find the perfect gamer tag. So when I bought my Xbox 360 originally, I got it off of Craigslist from some dude on like the east side, San Jose, really run down neighborhood and everything. He was like, yeah, dude. He's like, I'm not going to go through all the trouble, but once you get everything set up, can you delete my account, please? And I was like, yeah, no problem. And then eventually, because I was like, I don't care, so I was just played on his account because like I couldn't make a new account because I didn't have internet. And then once we moved and we got internet, then I got online and I saw that he still had like a year or something left of
He had like 2
Xbox.
years of Xbox Live on his account.
And I was just like, shit, I'm just going to keep using this. And I didn't know the password for the account.
Uh-huh.
So then I made this stupid decision because I didn't buy a whole lot of games digitally. I don't think I bought any digitally, but
Not
I
back
bought.
then on the 360.
Yeah.
But
No, you
I
didn't need
bought
to.
the Black Ops 2 season pass,
Mhm.
and then like halfway through that season pass, I got locked out of that account. So then I started a new account. Oh, by the way, that old account was called T-Dub Get Some 420.
Wow.
You don't remember him?
One of my
T-Dub?
favorite
Oh, I
one of
think
my
so.
favorite gamer tags ever, but
Wasn't even his.
it wasn't even mine. And then when I got my account that I have now, it gave me the generated one that was like Viney Wharf 4 or something.
Mhm.
And then I changed it to Cody Kool-Aid because one of my Xbox friends at the time, we were talking about how cool we were. And he was like, yeah, Cody, you're cooler than Kool-Aid. So I decided to make that my gamer tag. And it stuck for a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Can I be honest? I actually miss Cody Kool-Aid.
Do you?
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I
Why?
actually miss that gamer tag.
I don't.
No, I was like, oh yeah, it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's really catchy. Cody Kool-Aid. Like, don't get me wrong, I like your new one too, but like, I'll
I
always
prefer
miss
his-
Cody
his
Kool-Aid.
new
Like
one.
Kool-Aid.
Because it was funny as hell too. Because Cody, he didn't like Cody Kool-Aid that much. He kept trying to switch it. He kept trying to convince us. I want to be called Zanzibar. That's my name.
Oh
now.
my
Zanzibar.
god, that was
Zanzibar.
hella
I wanted
funny.
to change my gamer tag, but my mom wouldn't let me because I was like 15. She's like, I'm not going to spend $10 for you to change your name online. And I was like, okay, that's fair. You know,
Yeah,
I'll wait.
I think I changed my name twice.
Twice.
Once from the default Xbox name, and then one other time to fix, like the A from a 4 or the 4 to the A. Otherwise, it's been the same.
Mm-hmm. You've had yours forever. I didn't even notice you changed it.
Yeah, I changed it like a little bit. Like my old one was Micmac, but instead of an A, it was a 4. Because back then, that's like how you had to get the gamer tags.
Mm-hmm.
If they like normal ones were like taken, so you had to add like a number to a letter spot. But then I just changed it to like an A. So it was like one letter difference, really.
I remember my gamer tag was Raiderborn 94.
Oh god.
Yeah, because I was all obsessed with the Raiders, and I was all that junk.
Best team.
Best team. What do you call it? Because I was with sports and everything, and then I think after like high school, I went from Frank the Tank, and then 94, and I just went straight from there.
You should never change your gamer tag.
I know, but I didn't know what to decide.
No, I
on.
meant from Frank to Tank. You could change it from the Raider Boy one. Then.
Oh, I changed it. I changed
No,
it.
just
different
never
name.
change it from Frank to Tank.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna change it at all.
You know what I think is funny? Every time we play online with Frank, and we always see that Hank the Tank
Hank the
or
Tank.
someone
the
else.
Tank or
Thousand
Tank
variations
Frank.
I
of
saw
Frank the
Yeah.
I
Tank
saw
out there.
Thank the Tank.
Yeah, like there's all these funny ones, and every time Frank sees him, he gets like territorial.
My arch nemesis.
He's like, "Arr."
I always see it like another Frank the Tank online too. That's not you.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Remember that one time you guys told me, "Oh, are you online?" I'm like, "No, why?"
They almost spelled it identical to yours because they
No,
said
because me and Cody were
DA.
playing, and we found another Frank the Tank 94. We was like, wait, is that Frank's?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that? He's not on. What the hell? You didn't tell us?
Yeah.
And we went and messaged the guy. He's all, I don't know who the hell you guys are. We're like, "Oh, that's not Frank."
It was
I'm
so
not even on
funny.
my Xbox.
He's like, I don't know who you guys are.
I don't even remember that.
I think it was like
added
Halo
as a friend
4.
right now.
Yeah, it was around Halo 4.
Yeah, because back then we would always play Black Ops 2 and Halo 4. Those were the only two games we'd ever play.
And GTA.
Oh yeah, and
Well, when
GTA.
GTA came out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those were like the three main games. Back when games like released with like a full game.
It was back then, sophomore year,
Yeah.
junior year, beginning of senior year. Senior year is when Destiny started coming out.
When we lost Phil.
It was funny as hell because we go to school, be like, hey, well, we had fun last night. Oh, that was funny. The guy had a nice beard, yeah.
Oh my God, yes, that was like the best Black Ops 2 moment ever.
Yeah, when we go, we'll be like, all right, what do you guys want to play tonight? Yeah, we can continue playing Halo 4 tonight. Yeah, all right. And then we'll play Halo 4 for a week. And after a week, we're like, we're getting bored. We should play something else. Yeah, what else? What do you guys think we should play?
Zombies.
Let's go Zombies. Black Ops 2.
Oh,
All right. And then
yeah.
we'll go play Black Ops 2 for a week. We killing, multiplayer, zombies, whatever. We go back to school. We're like, yeah, we're getting bored. We should play something else. I was like, yeah, okay, let's go. All right, we'll talk about it. What games do you guys want to play? I don't know. How about Halo 4? Yeah, we can play some Halo 4. And we go play Halo 4 for another week, and it was just on and off for weeks.
All right, guys. So our topic for today, WandaVision. I know you guys saw the finale.
Oh yeah.
So what are your thoughts and comments? Do you think it blew off? Was it a successful show? Was it, what do you guys think?
Well, the finale I thought was better than the rest of the entire show. Things actually happened, even though 80% of the finale was just a fight scene.
What do you mean? Things happen in the regular show, or
Nothing happened during the whole season.
It's a show about Wanda dealing with her grief.
None of that's happening though.
Yeah, it is.
It only happened in this last episode where she finally deals with it. So it was.
It's all about her grief manifesting and how she's dealing with it, and then towards the end, then Agatha is like,
spoilers. By the way, spoiler warning if you haven't seen the show.
And then, we talked about spoilers.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
So they should know by now.
I know, just like doing that spoiler warning just in case.
But then Agatha, the reason that she takes Wanda through all of her traumatic memories is to figure out how she did this for her own personal reasons. And it gives Wanda an opportunity to actually understand why she did that. Because trauma can, it's a hell of a thing, and it makes people forget things. Like, I have trouble remembering things because of my mental illnesses and everything. So I really related to the series and Wanda as a character. I really enjoyed it. But I'll let you continue, Felix.
No, like I was saying, the only last episode stuff actually starts happening. So it was more exciting.
You mean action starts happening?
Stuff starts happening. Nothing happens throughout this whole series until these last 2 episodes. And so that was more entertaining this last episode. So
yeah, I personally liked the last episode the most, just because I feel like the rest of the series was a lot just setting up for this one episode, which I don't like. But once I saw the final episode and that previous episode too, where Agatha takes Wanda through all her trauma and whatever, I really was like, okay, this show as a whole is a lot better than watching it bi-weekly, So
those 2 episodes carry a lot of that weight.
Yeah, those last 2 episodes really saved the series for me, because at first I was not really a huge fan. The Pietro coming back was oh, that's cool, and then
they turned it into a dick joke.
Yeah, which is such a missed
they
opportunity.
It
was such a letdown. They literally just had a stupid boner joke in it, and I was just like, okay, well, that's a waste.
I thought they did an Iron Man 3 moment. Remember when the
Mandarin was just an actor? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was just like that, and I was like that, and that's what really kind of annoyed me, because I was like, oh, come on, guys, why? It's such a good opportunity to bring
subverting expectations.
Yeah.
I think that the series as a whole is something special. I really enjoy the sitcom thing that they bring into it. I mean, after those first 5 episodes, then it started to drag on, and I was like, okay, I can deal with it picking up the pace a little bit. But as a whole, I think it's an excellent series. And I think it serves as a lesson for the fans to not get your expectations too high, because fan theories were going crazy. They were like, okay, we have Quicksilver, the multiverse is going to open, X-Men are coming in, Fantastic Four is going to come in with Reed Richards as the aerospace engineer, Mephisto's going to be coming in, and none of that happened.
Yeah.
The only thing that was accurate was that they guessed that the book was the Darkhold. that was it. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
I think it also serves as a lesson to the creators. Like, don't leave us hanging, or else people aren't going to see this as a positive thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be construed as negative.
Mhm.
But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, because after the last 2 episodes there, the rest of the series just like got better for me. I don't know. It's kind of weird because like then you know why the sitcoms are happening.
When you watch 7 episodes of crap and the last episode come, you're like, all right, well, that one makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And then I was kind of disappointed, like, Doctor Strange didn't make, like, a end credit cameo. Like, obviously I didn't want Doctor Strange to come in and save the day because this is Wanda's show.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be taken away.
I
But
saw
it's
something
like,
funny the other day. It was a meme where it was all Thor and Loki go to New York for just a visit, and Doctor Strange's like,
oh, yeah, I
I
saw
keep
that
track
meme.
of all magical things that happen
Yeah.
on Earth. And then WandaVision's like, yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, I thought that was a funny meme. Like, they just come to visit to look at New York, and Doctor Strange is, like,
Doctor Strange,
instantaneously
he's on
there.
there.
Yeah.
But then you got, like, this Omega level threat happening where it's, like, literally bending reality. And he's like, yeah.
But then again, they did mention Doctor Strange.
Yeah, they mentioned that she's
Yeah,
more
like,
powerful than
she's
the Sorcerer
powerful.
Supreme.
Yeah. Of
Oh
course.
yeah, they did mention, and I think they actually did kind of like a nod to Doctor Strange at the very end of the end credit scene where Wanda's like doing her.
She's doing the
She's
magic
reading-
meditation.
Yeah,
she's
you
reading
hear
the
that
book.
Doctor Strange like theme, but it's like a darker version of it or something because it doesn't sound quite right.
A lot of people are saying that she's reading it to see how she can get her kids back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
But
that's
you hear
why
her
you
kids
hear.
at the end. You hear
Yeah.
the "Mama, help me."
Yeah.
Okay, so I will say this real quick. My last part of this, my own review for this last episode, series finale or whatever. My favorite part by far in the entire series was Vision talking to the other Vision, the White
Mhm.
Oh,
Vision.
the ship of Theseus.
That was like, honestly, that was such a good scene. That was my favorite.
I have no idea if that's a real thesis or not.
I don't
It
even
is.
care.
It's a real like philosophical like conversation that people have.
I loved
that
it.
was the best part of this whole show.
I love that scene so much. It
Mhm.
was so good.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was like really disappointed at first because I was like, okay, fucking Vision is fighting Vision just like Iron Man 1. Iron Man fights a big Iron Man. Like, you know,
Mhm.
all these movies, like all the Marvel movies tend to follow the same formula. And I was like, this is falling into that same pitfall of the formula. And then they do that stop where they're in the library and they're having this conversation. And I was like, yes, this is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I still think that the pinnacle of the series for me is the episode before the finale where she goes and visits all of her trauma.
Mhm.
I just think that's the better episode because this
Yeah.
one was very like CGI actiony Marvel. And
Yeah.
what I really like WandaVision for is taking chances and doing stuff that's different.
Yeah.
And that I hope that it continues. I know Falcon and Winter Soldier is not going to be much different, but I hope Loki is off the wall, you know, batshit crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want to see out of these Marvel TV shows and out of the Phase 4 Marvel movies too.
Yeah.
That's why I want Black Widow to come out so we can get all the boring stuff out of the way.
Yeah, so like with my review with WandaVision, like I really enjoyed, the last 2 episodes, and then how I just didn't like the ending. Like they could have done something better, but then again, it's Marvel. They want to introduce their different movies, like with the first ending with Monica going to the movie theaters, and then you saw the scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess the scroll told her, hey, she wants to meet you, and then she's like, where? Up there.
I think that's Nick Fury that
Oh,
wants
Nick
to meet
Fury.
her though, because that's going to lead into Captain Marvel too, obviously. And
Yeah.
but I do think it was very like janky at the end where Wanda, she's apologizing to Monica, and it's like, no, you should be apologizing to the residents of this town that you know,
Yeah.
basically took control of.
Yeah.
He held
You
hostage.
enslaved them.
Yeah. Like she didn't even like apologize to them,
And
I
they
was
were all
like,
just
"What?"
looking at her, and I'm like, dude, like apologize to them. You enslaved them.
For like how long did the series take? I mean, because
I don't know. I want to say it's like a week.
something like that, right?
Yeah,
Something like
it was
that.
a week.
she fixed it. She's all right. I'm being bye.
But I'm
She
surprised.
could at least erase their memory or
Those
something,
people
you
need
know?
therapy now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm surprised, like, the mom didn't, like, attack her or anything. They're just telling her, hey, set us free. That's all.
Mhm.
Like, I was thinking, okay, they're going to be like, Agatha made them maybe try to make them riot, but, they're trying to escape.
Yeah, I would have wanted more of a riot from the
Yeah, because they could have like did a callback to how witches were
Yeah.
treated back in the day,
Yeah.
and I thought that's what they were
I
gonna do.
thought
And
it
then
was
they,
that too,
yeah,
like-
and then they just started crying.
I thought that was a letdown. I was like, okay, so the people are she freed the people,
They
and
didn't
then
go
people
like
are
you
like,
witch or you
can I
know.
just get a better role? I'm like, you're asking for a better role, like fight
You're not
against her.
you're not asking for freedom.
Yeah,
But do you think Agatha would be back for Doctor Strange?
Mm,
Like, just say like
Maybe
hey,
in a post-credit scene, but I don't
Post-credit.
see her being like serving a major role in that movie.
yeah. Where did I see that? Oh, you know what? I did see this like fan theory that Baron Mordo might go to Agatha and team up with her to
maybe.
fight Doctor Strange and Wanda
Mm.
for the Doctor
interesting.
Strange sequel. But I was like, that doesn't make sense.
No, I don't know.
think.
Some people are saying that Eternity might be in there,
Oh,
or not
jeez.
Eternity. I forgot.
Mm.
Some sort of like cosmic threat.
Uh-huh.
Was going to be in Doctor Strange. No, actually, I want to say it's like Nightmare.
Nightmare.
Oh yeah, because he's connected
Yeah.
to the
Mhm.
book, right? Yeah.
I don't know where I got Eternity from.
I thought
I was
Eternity was,
like
DC.
thinking like Eternals.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was looking at you because you're the DC buff, so I
Yeah.
thought you'd know. Oh,
yeah.
but yeah. I if I had to rate, okay, let's go around and rate 1 out of 10. 10 being the series as a whole is a masterpiece, and 1 being, you know, something I pick up from Chase's bathroom exercises. All right, let's go, Felix. What you
For
got?
me, I would give the series a 6 or a 7, maybe 6.5.
Mhm.
I feel like the whole series for 7 episodes is just boring. It's just nothing happens. And you're just watching Wanda do stuff, and at the end of the 7th episode, it's like, oh my god, something's happening. The 7th episode, you actually go through the trauma. You actually give Wanda character development like the first time in the series, even though she's still just a punching bag. Because that's all her character has been so far. It's like, yeah, okay, punch her, and then you feel sad for her. Because that's what her whole life is.
Jeez.
And those last 2 episodes really pull the whole series, so I give it a 6.5.
I give it an 8. I give it an 8. Sorry, I had to move up for that one.
Yeah, I was like, okay. You give it an 8-8.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed that it's doing something different.
Mm.
And, you know, growing up, my grandma would always watch like older sitcoms. And then my dad would watch older sitcoms. And then my mom would always have on like other shows. And then sometimes Malcolm in the Middle would show up on after those shows. So I was always really into it. I understood all the references and how all the characters were behaving, and I thought all the weird little like, Wanda, who's doing this to you? I thought that was really intriguing. And then once we got into like the sword people, thought that was really entertaining.
Mm.
And then, like I said, there's those 2 episodes right before the last 2 episodes that were just kind of fell flat for me. But overall, I'd give it like an 8.
Mm.
So with my rating, I give it a 7.5. A lot of character development for Wanda herself. We finally get to see her in that Marvel comic costume that she had, and then pretty much after the incident of Endgame, or after the blip, you get to see like what happens to people after the blip, and then introducing new characters, introducing Sword, But at the end, it's, we're going to see more of Wanda later on, and then the beginning of sort of Disney Plus Marvel TV shows.
Mm. Yeah, I think I'm kind of in between Felix and you, Cody. It's not quite an 8, but I'd probably give it a 7.5, only because like if you didn't grow up watching the sitcoms, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You don't really get it until the last
I
2
understand.
episodes. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it or anything, but just I think my favorite was just the thing that really saved it was the Vision conversation. Like that was probably one of my favorite Marvel movie.
Now you have White Vision floating out there in the world somewhere.
Yeah, and I think
Mhm.
that's really
With
cool.
his
They left it
memories
open.
restored, too.
Yeah, and I'm happy Vision's there still. I don't know how he's gonna be, but I just think you know, that whole library scene was like probably, like I said, one of my favorite Marvel moments or MCU moments because it was just so good.
I did think it was weird when he got his like human, quote unquote, human eyes, the white vision. It looked so weird, and I was like, ooh, I don't like that.
Yeah, he has like the human eyes
It's
now.
white on white.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I really dug Scarlet Witch's costume.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That looked
I was
cool.
like, this has to be like Daredevil season 1, where he has to get his costume at the end. And she got her costume at the end. I was like, yes, and it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it does look really
Yeah.
good.
Daredevil season 1, you waste 10 hours just to see him finally become Daredevil.
Yeah, I mean Daredevil. That's a whole nother conversation. I didn't like it, but I liked how he earned that kind of outfit at the end.
Yeah, because I liked how in the second to last episode they kind of teased it.
Yeah.
You see the little
Mhm.
headpiece there, but they don't give it to you yet. And then at the last episode, they're like, "Boom, here it is!" And then she like just goes
Yeah.
beast mode, and I was like, you can't see my face expression, but I'm just doing like the holy shit, my socks just got knocked off.
Phil,
What?
thoughts on WandaVision or
I didn't watch it.
no?
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
loser.
I can't really give a rating because I didn't watch it.
But we'll kick one more thing. Nothing happens after the blip. People just blip back and just all right, go back to normal. We've seen it in Spider-Man
but it's all
Homecoming.
about
We've seen it in this.
like the chaos that ensues. Because you saw that hospital, everyone was running
Yeah,
around.
it's like
with
that
their
for like
heads
a
cut
day,
off.
and then that's it. The Marvel Universe hasn't really touched on the blip at all ever.
They said
Well,
they
I
were
mean,
gone,
it's
like, 20
probably
minutes.
like
I feel like that's what Winter Soldier's gonna do.
yeah,
You think so?
and it's
Focus
probably
more on the
like,
blip. Because what about all the villains and like
Mhm,
bad
because
guys that just
in
came
Endgame,
back?
you do see Hawkeye
Mhm.
going around being vigilante murderer guy.
Yeah.
And it's like it's more about like people who come out of a coma after they've been in a coma for a while. They're like traumatized. They're like, what have I missed?
Yeah, but it
been gone
happens
for
for
all
like
this
a
time.
day. Because you see the very next scene after she's in the hospital, she's back to work doing normal stuff. The blip has just been.
Well, that's
nothing.
her though. She's like a military like.
Yeah, like she's
been like.
had like that mental.
Look at
training.
Spider-Man Homecoming. They blip back and they're back in school.
Well, the kids I think in that movie have like the counseling, don't they?
Yeah, they have counseling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Counts.
So I mean, I think they're gonna have like the whole like repercussions,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of hope that like the Eternals I think Eternals is like precursor to these
I
movies.
have no idea.
I don't know
I
when
don't
it
know.
takes place, but it'd be really cool if they were like during the movie, like if it was during like Infinity War and Endgame, they felt like the disturbance
Mm-hmm.
in the cosmic you know what I mean? Like not in the Force or anything crazy, but you know what I mean? Like
Cosmic force.
like just like because you know how Rocket Raccoon was like basically when Thanos did his snap, he was like Earth became a
Mhm.
beacon for cosmic like
Yeah, like energy.
yeah. So maybe they can like I don't know.
They sense that and be like, all right, something's up.
Yeah, like the Eternals just feel it. Like they're like, whoa, what was that?
Mm-hmm. I do think that Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to get into it because there's a little ad for Xbox Game Pass.
Oh, yeah, I did see
with
that.
Anthony Mackie in it. And he's like, I've been gone for 5 years. Tell me, what have I missed? And then the guy at GameStop, he's like, there's an Xbox Series X and S right here. And he just
Yeah.
plays Forza. And I'm like, dude, you're a superhero. Go like fight some bad guys.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it's a better show. So
It's
Alright,
definitely
yeah.
going to be
Forward
more
to it.
action focused.
I think it's gonna be what you were looking for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not action.
but I really I like Zemo's design. I think he looks cool, and especially if the reason why in this cinematic universe he has the purple mask is to like imitate Thanos to like intimidate his enemies. That's honestly
Mhm.
cool. I love that. That's
Yeah.
just a cool spin on his like origins or whatever.
Yeah. All right, guys. So the next topic, I know you guys are going to discuss about this. Bethesda purchase finalized. Cody, do you have more information about that?
Yeah, so what was that?
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
yesterday morning,
When it was like confirmed by Europe.
Tuesday morning.
Oh, was it Tuesday
It was
morning?
Tuesday morning.
Yeah, it was confirmed by the like European
EU.
EU,
Yeah.
their government. And so that was the last major hurdle that they needed to finalize their deal. So Bethesda's now a part of Xbox. And as we were setting up to record, they announced 20 Bethesda games are going to be added to Game Pass.
Yeah, that's a given.
So I just want to
Like
run
today,
through.
or is that like?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
going to
really?
be added tomorrow.
Oh.
What's that? March 12th.
Oh. Okay.
So the games that they're adding are Dishonored Definitive Edition, Dishonored 2, the original Doom, Doom 2, Doom 64, Doom 3, Doom Eternal. I think Doom 2016 is already on there.
Well, I think Doom Eternal's
Doom
already on
Eternal
there.
and Doom 2016 are already on there.
Yeah, they're
Well, it
already
was only on
yeah.
there for like a limited time. They took it back out.
Oh, really? I didn't.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't even notice.
Fallout New Vegas, which is already on console, but I think it's getting an FPS boost.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout 4, Fallout 76, Steel Dawn, Prey, Rage 2, Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind, 4, Oblivion, 5, Skyrim Special Edition, of course. Elder Scrolls Online, The Evil Within, Wolfenstein: The New Order, Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, and Wolfenstein: Young Blood. So that's good for anyone who has Game Pass. I know I've been kind of wanting to play Wolfenstein: Young Blood, even though it's got terrible reviews, but Game Pass is perfect for that.
Yeah.
They also said that if you're an Xbox, like Phil Spencer, because they had like a whole round table thing. I think it's still ongoing. But he said that if you're an Xbox customer, this Bethesda deal is going to, like, he's like PR speak, but he pretty much said that all the Bethesda stuff is going to be quote unquote exclusive. He didn't say that word, but exclusive to anywhere where Xbox Game Pass is. So
they just need
it's Xbox exclusive.
They just need to make it full on exclusive to Xbox.
And what some people are saying, there's rumblings like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, like pre-established franchises, they're gonna go to PlayStation because that's just missed.
He said some. Phil Spencer said some.
That's like a missed opportunity for Xbox if they don't do that, because
they're gonna honor already whatever deals they have with PlayStation and Nintendo and PC, and they'll go out there. But every future title will most likely be exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah, like the next Doom installment should be an Xbox
definitely,
exclusive.
and it's gonna be on Game Pass game one or day one.
Yeah, it should just like you were just saying, Felix. Like every deal they have, just honor it, and then in the future they can't get like backlash for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they own it. It's theirs. It should be exclusive to Xbox.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing when PlayStation bought Insomniac. Like I don't get to play any games from them.
Yeah, and I think
it's
ridiculous that people are expecting
PlayStation
these games to show
players
up
are
over
being
there.
hypocritical about this.
And it's like, well, you guys have exclusives, and personally, I don't think exclusives. I don't like exclusives because I want to play all the games, but I understand how they're a necessity. But I'm just like, like, why are you guys expecting the Xbox games over on a different platform?
Yeah,
when
we don't get
we
them.
want them.
Yeah.
It's been a huge debate online. PlayStation players are being hypocritical about this. Like, Bethesda games shouldn't be exclusive to Xbox. Well, and people are like, well, why shouldn't they? PlayStation does it with their own studios.
Yeah.
And do you know how much money Sony would make or Marvel would make if they put Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales on Xbox?
Oh man,
they would kill.
I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
they're already making excuses for reasons. Plus, PlayStation's putting their games on PC now too. They're starting to.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 or 3 games.
Yeah, but they're starting to, and PlayStation players are making excuses for it.
Like, what do
Some
you mean?
PlayStation people are actually mad. They're like, no, I want it on my console.
Yeah, because they're like, because PlayStation players are so, I don't know, just entrenched in these are our games. PlayStation should play them only. And
Frank.
Well, I'm not like a
hardcore.
hardcore. I'm not a hardcore PlayStation fan.
No, I just like, I'm not trying to get into the console wars or anything, but it's just like you can't have your preferred console company buy like a certain development team and then just criticize a different console.
Yeah, I think
it's just
to do the same thing
going on right now.
Yeah.
I don't like.
I remember in middle school giving a damn about that, like just because you were in middle school, we PlayStation sucks. Now I'm just like, I don't care. I just want to play a good game.
And like I said, it's a small minority that's super loud. That's just fighting over this on Twitter. Because the moment after this announcement was made.
Oh yeah, I read the chat. There's
You
just
read
a bunch of PlayStation fans just going ape shit about it.
Because they were already mad about the Bethesda deal. Because when they announced the Bethesda purchase, they were like, because Xbox has no games, they can't go make their own. They have to go buy PlayStation. They have to go buy games. You know,
look at PlayStation.
It's like, what do you think PlayStation is doing?
Didn't they buy Naughty Dog too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they bought Naughty Dog.
They bought Naughty Dog.
That's what PlayStation has done with all their most recent purchases. They made a third-party deal with them and then bought them after.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah,
anyway.
But yeah, it's a good thing.
I'm excited.
Deals finalized.
I think this is huge for Microsoft.
And I love RPGs, And
Yeah.
Xbox has so many RPG studios that I'm just excited to see what's coming. Like Avowed, it's like a Skyrim, but
Still
in
years out.
I know.
Oh, I
but
think you talked about it last
but it's
week,
in like
right?
the Pillars of Eternity universe.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. I haven't played Pillars of Eternity. I really want to, but it's like a CRPG, so it's kind of top down, which I've never really
Kind of like a
cared
Diablo.
about. Kind of.
Like an original Fallout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you have to click.
Yeah,
click,
yeah.
Click, click,
Like original Fallout.
But yeah, so I kind of want to play those before Avowed comes out, just so I can get into like the universe and everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know, just that trailer did something for me.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the little magic. It's like Doctor Strange magic. He did like the little runes with his magic, and then he twisted his hand.
I think there's a trailer for it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'll
then
check
it was
it out.
released last year, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did see it and I'm just like drawing a blank on it. but...
And they also said that they have new game announcements to share later this summer.
Oh, Xbox did, yeah.
And I am so excited for E3.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's going to be huge because Xbox said they had like 20 titles they haven't even announced.
They have already
For
they
this
almost
year.
have like 30-something studios.
Yeah. And I'm just like, this is what we've been waiting for. Like when Xbox One 1st came out.
That's what they've been doing
dry.
for the past 5 years since Phil Spencer took over. He's been expanding Xbox first party,
Good.
making
Yeah.
new
Should.
studios,
And
building new studios,
PlayStation
buying
people
studios.
are like, oh, why do people love Phil Spencer so much? And I'm like, because look at all the good that he's doing.
Yeah. I would
Game
commend him.
Pass wouldn't probably exist in the way that it does now without him.
Yeah.
Because who did Phil Spencer take over from? Because what's his name
Um,
was in charge of Stadia, and
like,
Stadia is now failing miserably too.
Yeah.
So it's like, look, we had that guy
I don't know who the guy was before Phil Spencer.
because he
forgot
launched
his
the
name.
Xbox One, and that was a failure.
I know
And so
he had like a rat looking face. He
Yeah.
looked like
and so he left. Phil Spencer took over
Oh, I
for
think
him,
Frank
and now
pulled up
Phil
the
Spencer
name.
has brought Xbox up to where it is now.
Wait, what name?
Oh, I thought you pulled him up because you had your phone and you looked like you were trying to.
I want to
Say
say
But what do you got to add, Frank?
To add to the
But that's the deal, Microsoft.
so I would say like we do need more Xbox games. You know, like
Yeah, I mean, just given.
yeah, just to get more Xbox games. I know PlayStation people, you know, they're like, oh, we have more and better games than you guys do.
Don Matrick.
Don Mentrick.
He looks like a little ferret.
I don't know why, but he looks like familiar. Not because he was the old boss of Xbox, but like I feel like I've seen him somewhere.
He has that Jim Helper hair.
Yeah, that's what it is. But yeah, because I agree with you, Frank. I think Xbox literally needs just like rejuvenation in as far as their games go, because it's like, ooh boy, it's been a
Because
while.
his lead, it was a huge departure from the 360, the way 360 was. They focused not on games. I was just like, why?
Yeah,
And Phil Spencer is now steering it back and making
games.
huge leaps for
Yeah,
everything.
because I honestly, for me personally, I don't feel like we need a new console for like a while. Like I'm fine with the Series X. It runs really
It's better
good.
than most mid-range PCs.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
honestly, like usually when they first release like a new console, there's like glitches or something. I haven't had any.
Yeah,
problems.
they still haven't.
The only problem that I've had that really pisses me off
I think I know what you're gonna
is the
say.
controller just
Yep.
desyncs.
Oh
out
my
of
God.
nowhere.
It just happened to me
And
last
I
night.
have to hard reset my
Yeah.
Xbox to fix it.
It's so annoying. Like
And
I was in the middle.
I have the cable to plug it back in to sync it, and it doesn't sync.
Yeah, it just
I
refuses
think
to.
I don't think it's a hardware issue. I think it's a software issue in the controller.
Because it's just been happening recently.
Yeah,
like in
it's
the last
just
like
a,
month or two
yeah,
or
it's just
something.
a software update that they need to do in the controller
Yeah.
to fix it. That's it. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's a great machine.
Yeah, that like no like even the controller is like there's no drift. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
had any problems with like the triggers going out or anything. Just that issue.
Mhm.
Like I'll be playing and then all of a sudden, the controller just disconnects and you have to literally like turn your console off and restart
Especially
it.
in a multiplayer game.
Oh
I'm like
man.
frantically trying to reconnect it, and usually it happens when I replace my batteries.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, no, not again, and I have to hard reset it.
Like literally, I joined a party with Felix last night.
Last night.
Yeah, and I was in Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh yeah, getting my camos, like whatever, you know.
Because you disappeared from the party out of nowhere. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to Mark.
Because I couldn't even tell Felix like
Yeah.
anything because my controller is connected to my headset, so like just disconnected, and I was just like, I was like, this is annoying. So I had to get out of bed, turn off my console, turn it back on, reconnect, and I'm just like, oh, I wish they'd fix that.
Yep.
Yeah. Same. Well, the PS5, like, I'm still having those save failed files still.
Oof.
Yeah, and it gets there because it's like I only play like multiplayer. I don't play like storylines or like the exclusive PlayStation games that much. But I would have to like hard reset my PlayStation to get to the marketplace, which kind of sucks.
See, like, I feel like if I had a PlayStation and an Xbox, I'd be doing the complete opposite. I would buy all the story exclusive games for my PlayStation, like, like Ratchet and Clank or something like that, and then just play my multiplayer games on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Kotaku said recently in the recent article.
Oh,
From last week.
oh yeah. The one you read.
Yeah.
You sent me. Yeah.
That Kotaku now prefers the Xbox Series X over PlayStation. It's
Yeah.
performing better. It's playing better. They have more games.
It's the better machine for multiplats. It always has been.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think I've seen somewhere that the PS5 is also getting drift now.
the controllers.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive to replace.
Oh, I bet.
I think those controllers are like $80, right?
Yeah, they're
$80.
they're very like technologically advanced, but they're very expensive.
Jesus.
They're not worth
technology
it.
to put a speaker in a controller.
Well, because you.
Well, it's all the haptic feedback.
I was going to say, Felix, you have a Series X, or not Series X.
Elite controller.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And you have no issues with
Nope.
it, huh? Yeah.
Well, all that adds is the paddles.
Paddles are cool though.
How long have you had it?
For a
Yeah.
while.
For a while, I've been thinking
It
about
doesn't
getting
just
one.
add paddles. It's faster response. You can
Yeah.
tweak the controllers. You can tweak the sticks. You can customize everything about the controller.
Plus that metal, I put that metal on there. Feels nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about getting one, but I
You should.
kind of want to wait for them to do their like Series X version of it or something.
Yeah, they're going to do an Elite Series 3.
Let's just get one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
You
wait.
should get one.
There's no difference right now.
Yeah.
Between the performance wise. There's no difference between an Xbox Series X controller and an Elite Series 2 controller. It's only the customizable stuff. So I'd say wait until the
Yeah,
Series
that's what
3
I was
comes
thinking
out.
about doing. It's just waiting.
I did see that Microsoft releasing the new Xbox headsets.
Yeah, those are coming
Oh
out
yeah,
soon.
Oh yeah, I seen
And they look actually like
Decent.
quality. Yeah.
yeah. In the past, they were like,
Yeah. Tiny little piece of plastic that we
Yeah.
put on your head.
Those used to hurt my ears.
Oh yeah.
yeah, because the foam was made out of like concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things were uncomfortable.
Yeah, but at least with this headset, it's $100 plus it has Dolby Atmos and DTS, so you're getting more of that atmosphere sound when you're playing. Playing shooting games, you're getting that 360 sound.
Mhm. Well, the headset that Mark and I have,
Oh,
it's a
awesome.
7.1 surround sound, so
Mine's
we
same.
still get it. And the Series X comes with Dolby Vision and Atmos, like installed on it already, so
Right.
we already have that. But yeah, it's wonderful. I love my headset.
Oh yeah, I have honestly had no problems with the headset, and it's actually really comfortable. Usually, like by
Mhm.
now, the headset starts like the foam on the ear cups get like deflated.
At first, I thought it was really heavy, and it took me a while to get used to it. But now it's just like, ooh.
Yeah,
It's like
because I
putting on a
literally I can't hear
well-fitting
a
pair of
darn
pants.
thing when I have those things on.
Mm-hmm.
Like my game volume's not even like high.
Yeah, mine's like half.
I can't hear anything,
Hmm.
which is nice.
Yeah. Phil, what do you think about the Bethesda deal? In your opinion?
I don't know. I think it's all right. They're doing like more games. to
Philly
play.
coming at you with a friggin' Phil don't care.
Yeah,
Facts.
I
Just
don't
2
care.
cents.
Yeah, I don't care. It's just games I can play that I haven't played before, except for Skyrim. I don't really like Skyrim that much.
Oh
You gotta play it.
I have, and I don't like it.
yeah, actually I can attest to that. I convinced him to play it. He played
Mhm.
like for 2 hours, and he was like, "I don't like it."
2 hours is nothing. That's like a 100-hour game.
Like what I was telling another friend, it's like when you go from like something like Dark Souls to that game, it's just it's different. It feels
Well, it's
different.
first person.
Yeah, well,
Of course.
I don't like it.
Phil doesn't like it. You heard it
Um,
here first, folks.
Yeah, I really want to play Dishonored 2.
Mhm.
Those are games that I haven't
They're
given a
alright.
chance to.
They're okay.
Those
I
I
yeah,
heard
that's
you
another-
told me they were good, right? You played one, right?
No, I've never played.
Well, who played one
I've
here?
heard
I
that
played Dishonored.
2,
I heard 2 was really
2
good.
is like one of the best games of the Xbox One generation.
Who played
That's what
it?
I've heard. But it's more of like one of those immersive sim games where it's like super sandboxy.
Mhm.
So you kind of have to. You're only going to get as much fun out of it as you put into it.
Mhm.
So you have to be like, oh, I wonder if I could pull off this thing. And then you do it and you're like, yeah, that was awesome.
Mhm.
But if you just play it like normally, I'm pretty sure it's like slightly above average.
Oh. Prey was the game you were telling me to play.
Oh yeah, that one.
That new one.
Yeah.
Because they
Prey
actually
2.
have a prop hunt mode there that I heard was pretty fun.
Yeah, that's
The mimics.
coming to Game Pass.
Yeah.
Never heard
We
good
should
things
play
from Prey
that.
2. Apparently, it's like a huge departure from the first Prey.
Yeah, that's what I heard
Well,
too.
it's like a reboot.
It's a huge.
The original
it's
Prey 2 that
entirely
they
different.
announced though looked awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That they should have made that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so Cody, me and you got a little excited yesterday.
A little.
Hey, what
A
about
lot.
me?
You too, Mark.
No, Mark, you're not part of this. It's just Frank and I, okay?
Oh,
Thank you very much.
how rude.
Well,
Hey, at least
all
you
of
were
us got a
invited.
little
I
interested
loved
in this
it.
game, and all clap. Okay, Phil. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's my favorite. Shredder's Revenge.
Get it right.
I know Shredder's Revenge,
Just kidding.
but a lot of it's the old cartoon version.
Yeah, it's the arcade style too.
Yeah, it's a spiritual successor to what is it? Turtles in Time
Mm.
for like the arcade cabinets.
Yeah.
And I loved that game. There was this pizza place that we'd always go to when I was younger, and they had
Yeah.
it, and I just loved playing it.
There's this place in Campbell I had to go to.
Yeah.
Pizza place that had it too.
And then there's this. I had like a Game Boy version.
Oh
And
yeah.
it wasn't of Turtles in Time. It was some other TMNT game, but I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same kind of like side-scrolling beat 'em up,
Yeah.
16-bit looking kind of game. And this one looks awesome. Have you guys seen the run animations
Yeah.
for the characters?
Yeah.
The running animations are so perfect.
You know what's funny is like when I saw it, I was like, what the heck? I thought like because I just saw like a still
Mhm.
of like all of them standing at the building with the Shredder's Revenge
Mhm.
underneath, and I was like, oh, they're rebooting a series. And then I actually clicked the post and I watched it. I was like, and you get the whole theme song and everything. I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then I
Yeah.
saw it was a game, and I was like, oh yeah, man, this is gonna be great.
And the development team is
Uh-huh.
made up of people who grew up on Turtles in Time.
Oh yeah.
So they're putting their heart and soul into it.
Ooh.
And I can't wait to
Is there a
play it.
release date for it yet?
I have no idea.
It was just shown, right? It wasn't
Just
like,
an
Yeah, it's just
announcement?
an announcement.
Yeah.
It's just an announcement.
Oh, we got a lot of. You know, it's funny. There's a lot of like old school like new games coming out. We got the Aliens game. We got the TMNT.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hopefully we get the Double Dash 2 remake somewhere around there.
Again with a double
Again.
dash.
Back for Blood is
Again,
coming
no.
out.
See, oh yeah, you know, I'm excited for that one
I think
too.
that's coming out in June.
By Turtle Rock too, right?
Yep.
Left 4 Dead successor, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank God. We need Left 4 Dead 3 has been begged for like 10 years and nothing.
And now we're finally getting it.
The same thing with Valve and their Half-Life series.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
They did
Turtle
it
Rock doesn't
cool.
ruin it like they did Evolve.
Oh, Evolve.
They made Evolve.
Yeah. The concept was there,
It was there.
but it just wasn't executed right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight did it better.
Yeah. Yeah, they did, which we should play. Cause,
I installed it.
yeah, because
I also installed it.
I think it would be a fun game for us to just play.
Maybe tonight.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't install it yet. I gotta.
Well,
God
do it
damn it,
when
Phil.
you get
Phil,
home.
go on your Xbox app and install it.
Oh, that's right. I can do that. Huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Another great
Can
part about
PlayStation
Xbox,
do that?
Xbox ecosystem.
Wait,
I
can
think they- I
PlayStation
think
do
they
that?
Yeah.
Oh, really? You could do it from your phone?
Yeah. Do it
Yeah.
from my phone, get messages, join the group chat.
Oh,
Xbox-
okay.
PlayStation,
I
was
just didn't know.
PlayStation was the first to do remote play too.
Oh, I didn't know.
Xbox just added it recently.
Damn.
So yeah.
another point for PlayStation.
No, we're not keeping track of points.
Yeah,
Look
we're
at
doing,
the Xbox
in-
360,
Dude.
PS3 generation.
Oh, here we go.
if we're doing points. I got 1 point that would just destroy PlayStation.
I'm just kidding.
Game Pass.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like, dude, you can't beat that. Like, and
Series
PlayStation
X
will
just by
never
itself,
do
Series
that.
X is already starting to outperform PlayStation.
Yeah.
And they don't even have Series X optimized yet fully. The
I don't
developers
think
still
they're
don't know how to
I don't
use.
think they're outperforming. I think the PS5's outperforming the Series X still.
Developers still don't know how to use all the tools the Series X has right now. They're still
Mhm.
trying to learn.
Yeah, because in all honesty, some of the games I'm playing that aren't even like Series X boosted,
Mm-hmm.
they look great.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
better than they did on the Xbox One
Mhm.
X.
And Xbox is really confident too because they also they have a deal with Ubisoft where Far Cry 6 is going to be optimized at 4K 60 frames a second only on Xbox. It's not going to be
Ooh.
on PS5. It's going to be 1080p on
Ooh.
PS5, and everyone got pissed when they heard about that.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah, and I was like, boo-hoo. You guys make brand deals all the time, so
Yeah, I mean,
it's not
look
out
at-
of place for Xbox
like
to do it.
look at like PlayStation and EA.
Mm-hmm.
Years and years and years they got DLC first for a whole year too. Not like they got it like a week before Xbox did. They got like stuff a year in advance.
It was the same with Destiny. PlayStation would get
Oh, I hated
content
that.
for locked for a year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
strikes, missions, all
Same
that.
thing in
Oh.
Call of Duty right now.
Yeah,
And with Bethesda too, they have Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo exclusive for a year on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And then right after that year's up, it's going to be on Game Pass.
That money's going to Xbox though.
It is.
Oh, that's satisfying to know. We're all buying in, and Xbox is getting the money now.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I did recently purchase that 2-week trial for Paramount Plus.
Oh yeah, how's it going? I haven't tried it out yet. But
Well, I tried it out for 2 weeks. It looks pretty promising. I did watch like my old SpongeBob episodes from season 1 to season.
hey
they're
Patrick,
really
what
good.
am I? Stupid? No, I'm Texas. What's the difference? Yeah, those are the better.
Jokes from Californians right now, by the way.
Yeah. So sorry, Texas.
Sorry. But then again, I did see that new SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run.
All right, I haven't seen it,
I
but
haven't
what's
seen
your
it.
what's your review?
Okay, so my review.
Spoiler
Do
warning.
you want spoilers or?
I mean, it's a
Go ahead, I
SpongeBob
don't
movie.
care.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
don't really
so spoilers. There are going to be a lot of celebrity guests in that movie.
Isn't Keanu Reeves in that one?
Keanu Reeves
Yeah,
is
he's
in
like,
that.
shows up as a hairball, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He's
he
basically like
calls
Jesus.
himself the Sage. So he's the Sage. At least he got more time than that trailer, so he does have more time in that one. Danny Trejo was in that movie.
Oh god.
Machete.
Machete was in
He
there.
was he called himself El Diablo. So he was this pirate that is this ghost pirate that had all these pirate souls. So Patrick and SpongeBob had to set all the pirates free from El Diablo. And when Danny Trejo was there, I was like, "Oh fuck, we're done."
Danny Trejo's awesome. He plays Boots in the Dora movie.
He does play boots.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Remember him
Oh
and
my-
Spy Kids too? He was like one of their uncles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah.
remember that. That was
I
funny.
love Spy Kids. I loved the Thumb People.
The thumbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hella funny.
Exactly.
Well, I know like Cody was saying that Paramount Plus. This is for me and Cody, but they're gonna have like the more like I know All Star 6 or 5, 6 or 5.
Right
It's 6,
now it's
right?
just 4.
No, the newest one though.
The newest one is 6. The
Okay,
one before
it's-
that it just wrapped up is 5, I think.
Yeah, because All Star 6 is gonna air on that only.
Yeah, and
So I'm
so we
like,
were
ooh.
looking at it because we did the trial of CBS All Access back when it was CBS All Access, and they don't have Drag Race season 11 on there.
Mm.
And that's the only season we haven't seen. We're watching through 4 right now.
Which one?
All Stars 4.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they don't have All Stars 5 on there. And so I'm like, this kind of just feels like CBS All Access all over again.
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm
what it
if
is.
I'm
It's
being
just a
100%
rebrand.
honest, the only thing different that I noticed is that they have the keep watching feature. So I'm thankful for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, it was like kind of like Disney Plus when they first started their thing. They didn't really have a lot. You know, they had some stuff, but
Yeah, but they had the keep watching feature.
from the initial get go, yeah.
Mhm.
But at first, they're gonna, it's gonna be small. Then it's gonna get a little bit more bigger later on when they
Oh,
get
yeah.
when they claim all their Paramount movies
Yeah.
and shows.
Because as of right now, I'm not.
Well, because it's just
Interested.
another streaming service. It's competing with HBO, Hulu, Disney
Netflix.
Plus,
Speech,
Netflix.
speaking of HBO, there's 2 movies I'm really excited
Next
to
week.
watch.
Next
Oh
week.
yeah,
Next
Zack
week.
Next
Snyder
week.
Justice League. We're gonna do a special review podcast for that movie.
Oh, speaking of
Looking forward
HBO,
to it.
HBO Max, I saw Judas and the Black Messiah the other
Oh,
day.
okay. I was
How
like,
was that? Because I've been.
I heard
wanting
it
to
was
see
good.
it.
It's good. I wouldn't say it's great,
uh-huh.
but it's good. It's about like the Black Panther Party in the 1960s in Chicago. I was kind of hoping it would be more centered around, because I didn't know anything about the movie before I started watching, but I was kind of hoping it would be more in Oakland,
Mhm.
more of like a local thing for me. But no, it's in Chicago. and it's about the Illinois chapter chairman, Fred Hampton, and his investigation by the FBI, pretty much. If you know anything about the story, do you want spoilers?
Okay.
I would say spoil it.
Okay, so basically Fred Hampton, he got assassinated by the FBI. His house got raided. He got killed, shot in the head, because the FBI saw the Black Panthers as a terrorist organization. And I won't get into like politics or anything because it's not what we're here for. But it was a really good movie. It follows this paid FBI informant that infiltrates. He's just like some car thief. FBI is like, how do you feel about Martin Luther King Jr.? How do you feel about Malcolm X? And he's like, I don't care. And he's like, basically he's impersonating an FBI agent to steal other people's cars. And so he's like, why are you posing as an FBI agent? He's like, because the badge is scarier than a gun, which is true.
Yeah.
You know? And so they're like, you're looking at 5 years of impersonating a federal officer, or you can be an informant, infiltrate the Black Panther Party. So that's what he does. And it's just a movie about that. It's a really well-made movie. But I felt myself caring very little about all the side characters. Because there's 4 main characters. There's FBI guy, the informant, Fred Hampton, and then Fred Hampton's like girlfriend or wife. I think they were just like together. And then all the other side characters, all the other members of the Black Panther Party, I didn't care for because they didn't have any character, or they didn't have much character development. And there's like this one scene where one of them is like having a standoff with the police, and he's just killing police officers. And I'm like, if I knew the historical context of that, then it would probably make more sense.
Yeah.
But I didn't, so I was just like, okay. But the scene after that, it's like the leader, he goes and sees that guy's mother, and it's like a really powerful scene. She's like, my baby was such a sweet boy. Don't let them see him as this murderer. He did what he did, but that's not who he was. And it was like super powerful, and I was like, wow, this is a really good scene. But other than that, it's like, I just didn't care about the side characters. I just cared about the main plot.
Yeah.
And the main plot is good, and it's a well-made movie. Yeah, the cinematography is really good. I will say though that Daniel Kaluuya, I think that's how you say his name, probably mispronouncing it.
No.
He was in Get Out. That was like his breakout role.
Yeah.
He plays Fred Hampton, and in the film, he's supposed to be 21 years old, but they give him like a beer gut and these weird mutton chops that make him look like he's almost 40. And at the end, it gives you like some true like facts. And it's like, oh yeah, he was 21 when he was assassinated. And I'm like, 1, I was like, damn, that's hella young. But I was like, 2, why does he look 40 in this movie if he was supposed to be 21?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good film. And then I also watched the first 5 minutes of Tom and Jerry because I know, Frank, you were telling me about how cringe that was.
And was it?
Really?
It was funny because it's just pigeons going, can I kick it?
Oh no!
Can
They
I
didn't use
kick
that
it?
song, did
Yeah,
they?
yes, they did.
Oh no! Not
and,
that song.
So I thought it was pretty funny, and then I'm gonna finish watching it, but I was just like, I just wanted to see what Frank was complaining about, so I just turned it off after that. I thought it was funny.
You know what's funny? Speaking of Tom and Jerry, they I guess a couple days ago, when you clicked on the Tom and Jerry icon,
Yeah, you got a full hour.
A full hour of the Justice League. And HBO had to apologize for that issue.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We should have watched it.
No, I don't want to watch that.
You don't want just the hour and then it
No.
taken away from you.
No.
I thought it was the first 2 hours.
Something like that. First
No,
hour,
it was,
first
it
2
was
hours.
like an hour and a half, kind of, and then HBO was like, shut it down.
They're like, oh,
Next
crap.
week.
Yeah. That's funny.
Can't wait for that. Though.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm way more excited for the end of the month.
I have very low expectations.
You already said.
Yeah, and I will keep saying. So I'm expecting this movie to blow my socks off.
Wait, which one?
No, I'm just saying. I like Justice League.
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm
Oh,
expecting it to be
confused.
trash.
Oh.
So I hope that it blows my socks off because
So you're expecting it to be poop.
I
But you're
want to
hoping-
enjoy it,
Uh-huh.
but I don't like I said last week, the only Zack Snyder movie that I enjoy is 300. And I don't even enjoy it. I enjoy it for like its ridiculousness because it's so like macho and epic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just fun. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
So it's like I hope Justice League is good, but I'm not expecting it to be good.
Right.
But I will watch
You're
it,
the only one.
and I'll be
Yeah,
quiet.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
But you guys best expect that if there's something that's just downright cringe, I will laugh at it.
Then don't come.
I'm coming.
All right. So before we head out, I want to say, Felix, this is your time to shine for
Oh.
some fun
Yeah.
facts with
Come
Felix.
Fun facts.
We've been teasing it.
We've
but
been
the people
teasing it.
want
Now it's the real deal.
All right, so we were playing Red Dead the other day.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I told you you were we were doing some bounty hunter missions, and Mark just basically got the bounty hunter wagon. And I told him, do you know why? You know where the term shotgun comes from?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The term shotgun comes from the Old West,
Yeah.
because when you were riding a carriage, riding a stagecoach through the territories, the person sitting passenger would be carrying a shotgun to defend the carriage.
Yeah.
That's where the term shotgun comes from now in the modern day.
Yeah.
So if you called shotgun back then, you would be the guy riding passenger with a shotgun.
I did not
Your
know
job's
that.
to defend. Yeah.
They should re-implement that. Every time you call shotgun, a magical shotgun just appears in your hand.
It's like, what do I do with
That'd be
this?
funny.
It's your shotgun.
Road rage
Fe-
would become
Felix.
a huge thing.
Yeah.
It's your shotgun.
A shotgun?
So,
Shotgun fit?
I think real quick, because I think we're about to wrap up here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Time to
Yeah.
wrap up.
So I think next week's episode is going to be a big Justice League one, and with some other topics, of course, and then
Probably.
the end of the month one is going to be
I
obviously.
would want to just quickly talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier since it is the first episode.
Yeah, we'll get to it after.
Yeah, after.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Like-
what I meant
like
by a little
immediately,
thing.
Immediately, we're gonna watch Justice
Yeah.
League talk about it.
Well, the Falcon and Winter Soldier comes out the 18th too, or is it the 19th?
It comes out tonight.
The
Wait,
new, really?
tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh boy, you better
I'm
not
gonna
be
look it up.
lying.
I'm gonna look it up.
I thought it was a week.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was like 2-week gap between.
I thought
the
it was
two.
this week.
I
I
don't
thought it was-
know.
I,
Now
I
I'm
don't know. I
confused.
honestly haven't been paying attention, but all I know is that they said that Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming out right after WandaVision.
I thought it was like a 2-week break or at least a week. Frank's looking it up.
Yeah, I'm just making sure.
Yeah, we don't want to give false dates for the Winter Soldier.
First episode date March 19th.
March
Okay.
19th.
Oh, okay, so it's
Yeah.
the day after. So we
Okay.
won't be
was next
reviewing
week.
that next week's podcast, but
No.
we will review
The following week's podcast.
Yeah, and then the last podcast of March is definitely
It's
going
going to
to
be Godzilla.
Godzilla. Just
Holy-
expect a Godzilla like podcast on the
It's
last.
the only thing we'll be talking about.
Yeah, literally, because we're gonna be doing a movie marathon on the 30th of all the old cheesy
You're
Godzilla
going to be in your
movies.
market. You can already talk about Godzilla for hours.
Yeah, but it would be cool to see Cody's reactions to some of the old
His
movies.
outside view.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then we could just review it and talk about it and stuff. And then yeah.
Perhaps.
Movie's going to be awesome.
Oh, I'm so excited. That's all I've been thinking about.
The movie.
Oh my god.
I'm excited for you. I mean, like, I'm excited to see it, but I'm not a huge fan
Yeah.
like you guys are. So I'm like, yeah, I'll enjoy it for what it is. I'm probably going to complain about the human element like I always do.
Yeah, naturally. But if you watch the old cheesy ones, the human element was never
always
good.
the worst part.
But the thing is
Except in
like,
Final Wars.
for me personally,
Final
it's
Wars,
like,
that was the best when
Yeah.
they had the human element.
it's like, if your guys are going to have a human element that's like bad, just take it out. Just let me see the monsters fighting. That's
Yeah.
all I want to see.
No, there
I
should
don't
be a
want to
human
see
element.
human shit.
I mean, they have to have the
There
humans
should be a
in
human
there,
element.
though, to move the plot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Has to be.
Just
Yeah.
have
I mean, there just
monsters
has to be.
fighting.
No.
For like, just give me like an hour of monsters fighting, and then I'll be like, yeah, that was a pretty good movie,
Then watch
You
some
would
clip
not
shows
say
on
that.
YouTube.
Oh,
Hours
so I
of
do, I
monsters
do know
fighting.
some facts about the movie. Nothing spoiler. No spoilers here, even though me and Felix can already like deduce the movie by looking at the trailers. But anyway, so the scene where Godzilla and Kong fight on the ship, that whole fight interaction is about 20 minutes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Again,
Which is
I
awesome.
don't think that's actually Godzilla because that's on aircraft carrier. That's way too
We can
small
save it
Godzilla.
for. Okay, maybe the week before we'll do like our expectations, and then
Alright.
the week of the movie, we'll do like
Predictions.
yeah.
I want
That'd be
to
kind of
see
cool.
as many human casualties as possible. I want the monsters to just kill the humans.
That wasn't
Did you
King of
not
the
see?
Monsters.
I was about to say,
Did
did
you
you
not
not
watch
see
King of
that
the
one where
Monsters?
they're
No, but,
flooding
like-
everything?
But like they were like, oh yeah, see Godzilla, and it's like, okay, like just show me
What?
Godzilla beating
Wait,
some
what?
ass.
What are you talking about?
When
Mhm.
Rodan comes out of the volcano, he literally kills like a.
Destroys the
village.
Okay,
entire
but
village.
those are the
Person.
non-important human characters. I'm talking about the important human
Oh, okay,
characters.
so you didn't say that. You said human
Okay,
casualties.
I
Dr.
retract.
Ayazawa dies.
Yeah.
Dr. Ayazawa dies.
I edit my thing. No, I want all of those scientist nerds to die.
No, you just
Well,
hate
no,
on the movie.
you can't have them all die. They had two of the bigger people die in the last movie.
Yeah.
the big
Dr. Sarazawa and his assistant.
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. They were literally in the first
Important
Godzilla.
characters.
Yeah, and they were really important. And then they just killed them.
We should bring back Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor Johnson.
No.
Be like, what are they doing?
Oh, they were actually rumored to be in Godzilla vs. Kong, but
Yeah?
they got
Hmm.
not scrapped, but that theory got scrapped. I was like, what would you even have them do?
I mean, if Zilla's in there to get his ass beat, that'd be more than welcome.
Alrighty. Sorry, we were rambling on a little bit there, but we're gonna
send it off. So, thank you guys for listening to the Shenanigamers podcast. To listen to us, you can go on YouTube, also on Anchor as well. If we've got any, just review, just see how you guys think, how we did. But yeah, anything else, guys? Say anyone to the audience?
nope. Just thank you for tuning in this week, and if you like, just give us a like and a share, and some feedback's always welcomed.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Comment down below on what you think we can do better, what you would like to see us talk about on our Instagrams. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. You're sexy. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
All right, Phil.
All right, thanks, Phil.
Go ahead about 5 seconds.
Thank you, everybody.